Welcome to Dark Knight Films Reviews and another comedy and drama night. Tonight, I will be reviewing American Pie, released in 1999, directed by Paul Weitz, from a script by Adam Hirsch, starring Jason Biggs, Chris Klein, Thomas Ian Nicholas, Sean William Scott, Eddie K. Thomas, Alyson Hannigan, Tara Reid, Natasha Lyonne, Mena Suvari, Eugene Levy, Shannon Elizabeth, and Jennifer Coolidge. Now, this film, when it first came out, I saw the ads of it, and I thought, this looks almost like this could be like a new version of like Porky's or something. And I always did love Porky's, the raunchy, fun comedy film that it was. So, I was interested in seeing this one. I did not see this film in the theaters, but when it came out on home video, I of course ordered a copy of the DVD, and when it came, I popped it in and watched it. And to my surprise, it was pretty close to the fun, raunchy comedies that were the Porky's films. And it's a testament to Paul Weitz as a director on this one, that he was able to capture that same kind of energy and that same kind of fun, raunchy humor without going so far overboard that it alienates the audience. And it's such a fun film, and the performances throughout it are very good. Jason Biggs as Jim is definitely our star in this, but I don't think he is the most interesting of the main characters in this, unfortunately. His father, though, Eugene Levy, is a full-on standout. Every scene that Eugene Levy is in, I absolutely love. I absolutely adore the character of Jim's dad. He's just a great character, and I've always loved Eugene Levy. Ever since I first saw him on SCTV. He was always one of my favorite characters in that. And then whenever I saw Splash, he plays this sort of a villain, but I always liked the character. And in this, he's just so lovable as this father character. And it was thanks to this that it basically kind of put him really on the map, to where he got a lot of stuff after this one. Made him pretty big for a while. But another star-making thing that this film does is, of course, Shannon Elizabeth as Nadia. Now, I had seen in the trailers that this character was going to be featured in here, and I didn't know much about Shannon Elizabeth, of course, but her performance in this with that weird little accent she's doing in there, she's kind of cute and everything. The scenes with her and Jim are pretty funny and entertaining, especially with everyone watching what they're doing and then what eventually happens. And if you haven't seen the film, then you need to go see it and find out what I'm talking about here, because I'm not going to describe it. But her character I can see how that would, put her as a really popular actress going forward after this. Another star-making performance in this film is, of course, Sean William Scott as Stifler. Now, he's pretty much a lot of people's favorite character in this. I liked him, even though he's a dumbass little idiot. I did like him as the character. It's fun to get to see him do some stupid shit and then it backfire on him. That's always enjoyable. But to me, the most interesting characters in this And unfortunately, I don't think they get enough screen time in this thing, are Chris Klein as Oz and Mena Suvari as Heather. To me, these characters were the most likable couple in this, and it seems like they get the least amount of character development and the least amount of screen time. And that's unfortunate because I really liked those two characters and I wanted to see them be featured more in this film. I've heard things where people were saying that Chris Klein can act and he's very wooden and everything. I don't see that. I think he was great as Oz. I think that character is such a stand-up guy and so likable that it just makes that character click for me as one of the best in this film. Alyson Hannigan as Michelle. The whole...
I thought so, because this one time at band camp...
What's your name?
Michelle.
Oh.
It's fun seeing that because the first thing I ever saw Alyson Hannigan in was, of course, Buffy the Vampire Slayer television series with Sarah Michelle Gellar. And I liked her in that show, so seeing her in this film playing this character, and she's kind of just about like her character of Willow from Buffy, with just a few little slight tweaks in there, but she was pretty good in this. I like Eddie K. Thomas as Finch in here as well, and I really love his arc near the end where he gets to be with Stifler's mom, played by Jennifer Coolidge. And when she shows up in this thing, she is, even though she's older, and it's by design that they did that, of course, she's very attractive to me as an older woman. So I could see where Finch would be, wanting to romance this older woman. But you don't think he's going to have a chance in hell at doing this. But when it happens, it's funny because, it just works on these things with Stifler because, he freaks out when he finds out what happened with Finch and his mom.
Mom? Shipwreck? Oh, hey, Stifler.
But in closing, I think American Pie from 1999, I think this is one of the best raunchy comedies, right next to some of the classics from the 80s like Porky's. So I am going to give American Pie, I am going to give this film a 9.4 out of 10. I think this is a great film. It didn't need to be made into a series, but it was. But I think it could have worked as just a standalone film. And the characters are good, but like I said, two characters could have been given more screen time with Oz and Heather. But other than that, it is a pretty damn good raunchy comedy. But what do you guys think of American Pie? Do you agree with my review? Do you disagree? Let me know in those comments down below. And as usual, if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell icon so you can be notified about future videos just like this one. And while you're by the subscribe button, click that join button and become a Dark Knight fan. As a Dark Knight Fan Plus member, you will have access to a post that I will be doing every once in a while in which you can request movies and TV shows to be reviewed on this channel. And when I review them, they will go up on that members area for all members to see before they actually end up going live eventually. Also, you have the Dark Knight Films library on there where you get feature films that we've done, short films, featurettes, interviews, behind the scenes, audio commentaries. There's just a plethora of stuff on Dark Knight Fans for you to watch. So if you were on the fence about it, check it out. Well, that's the end of another comedy and drama night. If you missed last week's comedy and drama night, check out the link above. Or if you missed any of the videos during comedy and drama night, check out this playlist and get caught up on anything you've missed.